talking to us, but he's muted.
I can't tell he's muted.
Oh.
Aww. Dude,
More
those are
dogs
so
to run
cute.
over.
Those are so cute.
They are. There's so many of them. Oh my god.
Michael, is this what you were telling us about the other day? Like you found like you ran into like a big pile of dogs you had to take care of?
No, like a stray. We took in a stray, and my mom just felt so sorry for her, and she got knocked up by a neighbor dog.
Wait, I missed the puppies.
We took in a stray and she was a hoe.
Dude, there's a ton.
Oh,
They're so cute.
no cuties. Jeez, there's so many of them.
There's actually a ton of them.
Oh my god!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 puppies.
Yeah, 9. There's 9 of them.
Holy!
That's like a whole cast of 101 Dalmatians.
A heaven and a hell all at once.
Michael, I'll let you know if I'm looking to adopt one.
I mean, I'm pretty good at getting rid of dogs, but I've never had to get rid of 9 puppies.
Jesus,
My
how
max
much
is
food
like
are they
5.
eating?
But if they stay that cute in like a few months, I might consider it.
Yeah, no, they're like half. They're like 50%. The mom is a Rottweiler, and then the dad seems like mainly a German Shepherd, but a little bit of a mutt.
Good guard
Those
dog.
are
Holy
big
shit.
dogs.
Yeah.
9 of them.
9 guard dogs.
We ain't keeping any of these dogs.
I love how
That's a good ass guard dog right there.
I love how
so
Lyle
safe.
was like, dude, if he's like that in 9 months, dude, I'll totally take him, bro.
Dude, if this dog is that cute in 2 years, I'll take it.
Dude, I almost adopted my friend's Pomeranian, but like I met the
Aw.
dog and it was too crazy for me. And I was like, dude,
Oh yeah, dude.
if it was a
If
little
we
more
end up getting
calm.
another dog, I'm gonna get a big dog. I think the little ones are too. They think they're humans. It drives me crazy sometimes.
That's true, dude.
I want a dog to be a dog. I want him to be all goofy and jumping around all dumb and cute. Go play fetch, all that stuff. Not when I throw the ball, they just look at me like, "Why'd you throw that?"
Why?
Could have just chewed on it right here. I don't know why he threw it.
Oh, we do have Manny. Never mind. Okay.
Manny's said he'd be back in like 10 minutes.
He said that about 5
Okay.
minutes ago.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and start recapping, and then we have a little cinematic, and then we can start playing.
Cinematic.
So, what happened last time?
We met
Went
Kuba's
on a
eyes.
heist.
Yeah, we started the heist.
Ooh, we
Yeah,
met the axolotl people.
You met, so you found where Kubazan's temple was, and what did you find there?
Axolotls.
Yeah, his temple is like the home of the axolotl people. And the axolotl people live in treasure, and they're cool.
A little bunch of baby cuties, but you're right. They live in gold and treasure. And after fiddling around with them for a little bit, you actually met Kubazan himself. And what did you learn about and from Kubazan?
That he
That dude's
is
crazy.
a madman.
He likes to talk.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, almost like old timers, just jumping from one thing to another. Way too much. He thinks he loves these dudes. He wants just a home for them.
Right, yeah. Beneath the chaos, you found that Kubazan had a special place in his heart for the axolotl folk. And so what has he been doing to kind of act out that love that he has for them?
Stealing stuff for them to live in.
Yeah. He's been stealing from the Wanti and giving it to the axolotl folk, who really they don't really care about how valuable it is. They just like that they can sleep in it. So with that in mind, what did you learn Kubazan's little mantra is, and what did he ask of you before giving you the tablet?
That was a long one.
Give back more than you take, or something like that. Or I boiled it down to like, take what you want and pay for it. You know.
I thought we typed it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It was long.
My gist of it was leave more than you take.
Yeah. The he kind of had two, which is kind of interesting, because most of them only have one. But his two were to tread without fear and to give back as much as you take. So he kind of leaned into that second one a little bit more, but also he showed a little no fear by stealing from the Wanti. Not for nothing. But what was his ask of you before giving you the tablet that you're looking for?
There's a particular urn made of gold that he wanted us to steal to give to the axolotls.
Exactly. He had something on his wish list, and basically said, if you want it that badly, you can go get it for me. And y'all did. So how did it go down? What did y'all do?
Arcane Eye.
Yeah, did a little arcane eye scouting before we went in.
Yeah, little peeping inside this the statesman's home. And how did the heist go down?
Quietly.
And we threw people into the
Until
hole.
the end. Quietly until the end. Yeah, we
Yeah.
shoved some people down into the hole.
Right. You collected quite a few Wanti, quite a few new Wanti that you threw down into the hole, kind of pushing your path forward into the house of this statesman. And what happened on the top floor as you were making your way in?
In the heat of the moment, we forgot to check for traps, and of course there was an alarm set on one of the doors.
That's right. That's right. So you set off the alarm, awoken the abomination, the high-ranking abomination in the house, and how did y'all get out?
We kind of holed up in a room and then teleported out once we got what we needed.
Yeah, we
Pretty much, yeah.
barred the door up with as much crap as we could,
Mm-hmm.
and basically had everyone there ready for a fight if we needed it, while Jin picked the lock, stole many urns.
Uh-huh.
Not just the one, stole a lot of things.
True. Yeah, Jin was able to crack the safe, and after cracking the safe and confirming that the chalice that you were tasked with getting was there, you additionally took everything else that was in the safe, which wasn't a small amount of things, you should note. And once that you had the contents of the safe in your bag, you had Fail trigger her helm of teleportation, and you got the hell out of there.
Yeah, I think it should be noted that we didn't just steal the safe; we stole like the whole room. Just started shoving
Yeah.
everything in the entire room into the hole.
Yeah,
After a
you made out like bandits. It was truly a crack job. And you teleported right back to Kubazan. Anything that anyone wants to add or has any questions about?
There were two smaller lock boxes in that storage room that would have came with us. Just saying.
Y'all are gonna have quite the presentation for Kubazan whenever you
I mean,
make it back to him.
Yeah, we don't have to tell all about.
Oh,
But, like,
I
take,
see.
if there's
Excuse
gold in
me.
there, take that out and then give them the box.
Mhm.
You know.
I see.
Or if I need to
Options.
open anything.
Just options. Well, we'll see what y'all choose to do here then in a second, won't we? If there is nothing else, then let's go ahead and hop in. I'm gonna bring y'all to the Temple of Kubazan. So the group of you stumble out from your teleportation as you kind of roll out onto the marble steps of Kubazan's temple. Here you are on the material plane, so it's not as though you are immediately surrounded by Kubazan by any means. But as you appear here, back at the underground lake, you can see that quickly you attract the attention of the axolotl folk, maybe 2 feet tall or so, that begin to splash out from the water in front of you, looking at you with curious eyes.
You're so cute.
I start pulling out the chalices and urns and stuff that I collected, and I'm just kind of piling them up somewhere on the steps.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm helping. Like, just kind of going through, and I imagine
Spread
it's
them
just
out, make them look
a
nice.
bunch of shit in the hole. We're just tossing it out.
Yeah, and as you're doing so, you would see, of course, in the hold as well, several bound and gagged Wanti guards that you accumulated during your heist. Those don't get brought out yet, I'm guessing, but you do take out the various pieces of treasure that you gathered during the heist. Several golden goblets, a few golden, little pieces, not currency, but just like golden artifacts, I suppose. And then, of course, the target object, a very large chalice. Obviously ornamental and not to be used for any kind of actual dining. It stands probably about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, almost the size of one of the axolotl folks, and it is engraved in a way to where its handles are fashioned as serpents that crawl up the side of the cup.
Can you check that for magic? Anything you can do?
The chalice?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a safe after all. Was it just a chalice? I know it's just.
I thought it was a special chalice.
I thought it was just special to this guy.
And with that check, Halbjorn, you would be able to at least tell that this chalice wasn't constructed from magic. You wouldn't know whether or not it's like enchanted in some way, without casting a spell, but you can at least tell that its construction, its foundation, it's a real gold chalice. There isn't anything funky about it, like inherently.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic actually, so. I can dispel magic on it and see what it does.
Preemptively.
No, if you, I mean. Moving on.
It didn't blow us up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not acting magic. I just didn't know, just because it was seemed a little more special or something. I don't know. Where's the guy?
Let's go. I want to get a cup of water and dump it into the chalice and see what it does, just in case.
Yeah, you would watch as you fill the chalice with water. The water inside, it doesn't like boil, but as you feel it, it becomes like warm, like a nice bath.
I mean, that makes sense for these amphibian creatures.
Is he gonna turn this
cold
place
blooded.
into a big hot tub?
Oh, snap.
Oh yeah, we have to go to the ethereal realm to talk to Kubazan. It's probably like right
Oh,
after
yeah.
this.
He's waiting like idiots.
And since Thunder isn't here, we'll just say that he rings the bell when the group of you are ready. So if you would like to move to the ethereal plane, just let me know and I'll shift you there.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Ring that
Yeah.
bell.
You ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And as you do so, you watch as the world once again slips into a world with no saturation, instead a ghostly blue. highlights all around you. And standing in the entryway to his temple is the behemoth, the froghemoth, I should say, Kupazon, looking at you with his 3 eye stalks, his 4 tentacles kind of flapping in the air, as he leans down slightly to look at the group of you. Well, look who's back at my temple.
Yeah, it went good.
Easy mission.
There's
I
point
can
to the
see
cup.
that. And he kind of takes a couple stomps forward to examine the cup as he looks at it through his little eye stalks. You found it. You did very well.
No, do it like a flamboyant bow.
The Salamanders will love this. I know they will. Thank you. Thank you. And he picks up the large goblet with one of his tentacles wrapping around the handle, and he picks it up and throws it into the lake. And you watch as he does so, the salamanders all begin to swim towards where it's falling into the lake, and you can hear them chirping excitedly as they do so.
Look at them, they love it.
Do you mind if we join in?
All 3 of his eyes look at you and says, "Well, of course, join them."
Pool party!
You
I
can
happen
feel,
to.
Jin, when you go to the water that it is noticeably warmer. It's not like a hot tub, but it's not the same icy cave cold that it was before.
Then Hall
And Kubazon goes in too. Large waves kind of spread out as his massive body slips into the water. And the group of y'all, it's almost like a not so quite hot spring. As the group of you enjoy the water, it actually feels really refreshing as you lay in it.
We start like playing with the axolotl folk.
And they
Little, like,
love it.
movements.
They're just splashing and jumping.
I want to start bringing the other chalices, because I took it for them. So
Yeah, and as you approach them, they kind of take them, and you throw one, and they kind of chase after it. Kubazon is having a great time. He's just kind of laughing as he watches everything unfold. They're good folk. They're good folk.
No, this is awesome.
Aren't you worried about the Yanti like right upstairs ever?
You watch as one of his eye stalks looks upwards. Yes, I am. But we tread without fear.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if they knew all this was down here, they probably wouldn't be too happy, right?
They'd be very, very upset. No, it'd be bad, bad, bad. But if that were to happen, I would just... And he kind of takes his 2 tentacles up and then drops them in the water. And you see 2 large splashes kind of ring out. I would just crash the cave.
But the axolotl folk.
Yes, it would break my little heart.
We gotta come up with a better contingency plan for you.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, before long, Yanti won't be much of an issue.
Much of an issue.
Yeah, maybe the axolotl folk can move upstairs pretty soon here.
And you watch his eyes kind of squint as he looks at you. What are you planning?
Just a little genocide.
I mean, never mind. I don't know. I look at everybody like, are we supposed to kill them or not?
what if
I mean-
what if we we sent that one dude, the
Like,
Golden
ultimate
Lion,
plan.
to Von Rieg? What if we take some of the axolotl and send them to, breed and multiply in Malnova?
Not like a new colony.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Ambassador.
Something like that.
We could send them to Ratton.
Oh, well, we need to bring a few of them to a tree with thunder.
Yeah. So we definitely we'll take some in the hole with us, but
Are these like, and they need water? Right? Is that like,
They just like.
Yeah. I think they can live outside of water, right? If they didn't
For a
use it.
little bit, but their skin begins to dry.
Okay, so we'd have to do some communication first, set them up with a good, that way they get a good setup.
Are they freshwater or saltwater?
I licked the water.
That's fresh.
Fresh.
Definitely not salty.
It's important.
I will speak with my salamanders and see if any are willing to go to a brave new world.
It's ensuring the survival of the species in case something were to happen here.
And it almost kind of, I don't want to say maniacally, but sporadically, a huge smile spreads across his face as you see tears begin to well up in his eyes.
Aw.
They will truly tread without fear. Oh.
Yeah. True.
Wait, can you put up a picture of Kubazan again?
I can. And
I'm over here,
you
like,
watch
I
as
need
he.
a map of Malnova to find which city they're gonna go to.
And yeah, I'll let y'all kind of
Good level
plan that
too.
out a little bit.
Yeah, happy bath time.
We gotta get out of here with them
Oh,
first before we actually send them anywhere. But
We should send them right next to the Diamond Dragon Den, because aren't we like right next to an ocean?
But they're freshwater.
Oh, never mind. Oh, Kubazan.
Here, I might have a bigger one.
Oh man.
Would it be Ocaria?
Oh.
That'd probably be maybe their best bet.
Yeah, I was saying they'd probably like Ocaria.
Yeah, like
give
above
me
before
River
the.
Axolotl.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, they definitely owe us hella favors.
Dude, they'll be
That's
so close to
insane,
Rat.
Dude.
So close.
We could start a sister city.
Did we ever figure out what happened with all the orphans?
I don't think we did.
No, they were like doing some crazy big mission thing and we never figured it out.
We know they got kidnapped, and we know the Rat King was behind it, right?
Yeah, the Rat King led them as his army into Ocaria.
Yeah, they were doing deeds for him.
Okay, that's right.
Right. They were the third force. It was
Dude, the
I
rat.
think
the
we
one
decided-
T y'all and the Rat King orphan army.
And like we had a rat guy come in, right? Like Ned and
Mhm.
some
Yeah.
other rat.
Oh
Can help
yeah, Ned went to go live with his people.
Oh, Ned.
I like this what's shaping up here, though. I mean, alliance between the rat people and the salamanders. Good.
Salamanders.
And Kubazan kind of sprawls out backwards, opening up his tentacles as though they're arms on the edge of the pool. So, where will you head to next?
We gotta find the rest of these tablets.
Well, let's go look at the Latra.
Tablets?
Yeah, that thing you gave us.
Who did?
Oh, you want a tablet? I forgot to give it to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That's why we
and
went up there.
Kubazan also just give what you take, right? Or give back as much as you take. We gave back more than what you asked for. That's all I'm saying. We gave more than what you asked for.
Oh,
Guilt trip me,
you.
God, nice.
You. And he kind of takes out all of his tentacles and points them at all of you kind of randomly. You. Yes.
That's why I went ahead and threw him out in the water because now it's sealed.
And
Looks
you
like
watch
I
as
Watch.
he kind of begins to start choking, kind of gagging. And you watch as he pulls his really long tongue into his mouth, and you listen to him basically choking. And after a few moments, after tears are streaming from his eyes, he stops, and he opens his mouth, and laid out on his tongue as he extends it forward is the tablet.
I take it and dip it in the water, pull it back out.
That's from me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I look to see what language it is, if I know it. And then start showing it to everybody else. If I don't, immediately know.
Yeah, let me see if you know it. I don't think you do, but I want to make
I
sure.
only know like Elvish, I think.
Yeah. No, you would not
Celestial.
recognize this you wouldn't recognize this symbol.
Is it in sign
Um
language?
it is not in sign language. No, it's a strange set of symbols for sure. One that I don't know that any of you would recognize actually. I'm looking really quickly.
Doesn't Aslos have an ability to comprehend?
Not
he does-
anymore.
Now, oh. Yeah, I don't think all of you would look at this tablet and kind of exchange glances. You wouldn't be able to recognize this.
Oh, that sucks.
Even with the tiara?
If you are wearing the tiara, I'd let you roll an insight check.
I'll take it. Don't get too excited. Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
As you stare for a moment at the symbol in front of you, you would have like a faint memory that you might have like seen it before. You really don't know how or where, especially you have no idea what it means. But it's not like totally unfamiliar. And after staring at it for a moment, Hallbjorn, you too would kind of have the same realization that this is something seen before. As you try to rack your brain as to where you would have seen it, you realize that this is the same markings, letterings, runes, whatever you want to call it, that that you've seen with your bowler hat before it transcribes. This is 1T.
Oh
Let's go,
shit!
Let's go ask one of their captives to translate it.
Oh no, just put the bowler
Throw
cap
one
on
out of the
first.
hole.
It doesn't let us read it.
Oh, it doesn't
We've
let us
already-
read it.
we've
Yeah,
already
we just
tried
have
that.
plain speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
I throw one of them out of the hole.
And there is a shriek of excitement from the axolotls as you throw a 1T out in their sacred pool. You can see they all back up, and Kupizon lets out a low growl as he says, "What is this doing here?"
We could have waited to do this outside of the temple cave.
Yeah, can't we just ask the Grung?
Yeah, well, there you go.
And
Back
he
first.
gets thrown back in the hole.
When the frog comes
Throw
out.
the grung out.
And the Salamandis are inversely very intrigued with the Grung. They're looking at it because it's like kind of like them, you know, but also not quite. Very intriguing, and more so is Kupizon, who also feels it's actually quite close to him, as a froghemoth. And so they all stare quietly at the little Grung. And the little Grung looks up at the group of you and says, "What do you need me for?"
Oh yeah, this right here.
Tell us what this
Turn to-
says.
And you can see a little bit of confusion on the Grung's face as he looks at the tablet. It is simply a letter.
Which one?
What letter is it?
I don't know its name in your language. And he kind of begins to kind of draw it in the stone, kind of scratching the stone a little bit. It looks like this.
A P.
Nice.
Okay, so we have ESRPI. Put that in Malnova. Okay, so which we have two more we have to get.
Yes.
Okay, so which two did we think between Unk, Ijin, and
Moa, we said was close, just to the north of us.
well, we can get to any of them
Yeah, it
now.
doesn't matter what close now. Yeah, we can just take the thing.
So that
Yeah,
then,
I mean the Ijin and Unk are really close to each other.
then this guy's going to be lawful good. So we want to go to Moa.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
true.
didn't we say we wanted to do Unk and Moa? Because didn't we say like Ijin's like? I could have sworn it was either David or one of us that said it's just a dumb bunny. It's not going to be related to anybody else.
Well, it's. I think we were saying what's going to be harder, true neutral or chaotic neutral.
Chaotic
Mm.
neutral would be harder, I think.
I don't know. True neutral may be pretty fucking hard too.
I mean, Kubazan was freaking miserable, man. That was our first chaotic.
And I like to think this conversation is happening in front of y'all, and Kobe's just kind of nodding along.
He's just like, yes, I am.
Yes, he's a stupid rabbit.
Essentially, they thank you.
Well, we want to do Moa, so I think we should just start there, right?
Kubazan, do you know any of the trickster gods? Which one do you think we should go to?
Do you know Unk or Ijin?
quite familiar.
We want to know about Unk and Ijin.
Ijin and I, we go way back. She's a tough little nut to crack, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so they're definitely not Ijin.
Oh, but you know how to crack her?
No, I have no idea.
Oh god.
No, elusive, swift.
I keep Kubazan.
Ijin is chaos incarnate, and I love her so and for much. I envy her. I wish
I
I
mean,
was elusive as her.
You know, Kubazan makes a good point. That might be fun.
yeah, well,
You know?
and
We're not here to
Ijin
have
might
fun,
like the
Fail.
chaos we're gonna bring to the current order of pump things.
Kubazan, what about Unk?
Unk.
He's Unk, bro.
Unk!
She's in my
He-
head.
If the trickster gods were to have a leader, one that we all look to for guidance, Unk is the one.
Sold on that. It's Moa and
Yeah,
Unk for
that
me.
means we have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Have to.
That would sound sick to me. Yo, we can't just go to Ijin because Kubazan says she's gonna be a pain in the ass.
So I say we do Unk last.
That is a black dragon move, dude. So.
Because,
Well, maybe we should go to Unk and ask Unk who we should go to next.
Well, Unk might be pissed if we go to him last and he's the leader.
or he might be like, why didn't he talk to all my constituents first?
No, he's neutral, right? He's
And
just gonna be-
you can see
Yeah.
that
Oh,
Kupazon is
it doesn't
kind of
give a
like
shit.
inspecting his tentacles. He says, I can guarantee you he doesn't care about you at all.
yeah.
At all, then why
Exactly.
would he help us?
Thank you.
Why would he not?
Because he doesn't care about us at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's not going to flex his
If
knowledge.
If you approach Unk and say, I want help, then Unk will help you probably. But if you don't approach, Unk doesn't offer help. Unk is Unk.
Yeah, Unk is Unk, guys. There you
We're
go.
seeing Unk.
Well,
Unk, or,
I still say Unk
let's
is
start with
the
Moa.
play.
Moa.
Probably.
Oh, sweet Moa.
We're going to Moa either way, Kubazan, so...
Moa is good folk.
Okay, Kubazan, if we're gonna ask for a tablet from Unk or Ejin, which one is the easier path?
You can tell that Kubazan is either thinking really hard or not at all about your question. As several moments goes by, you can see that he's taking one of his tentacles and kind of pressing it against the stone and watching as the suction cups try to unrelease it. And after a few pops of his suction cups, he pauses and turns his eye stalks to you. Well, that's a very interesting question. They will test you in different ways. Unk is unmoving, eternal, a stone in a field. Unk will not challenge you the same way Ejin will. And probably in his most, his deepest moment, like the most serious you feel as though Kubazan has treated the group of you since you've met him. Almost kind of in a way that seems a little off. One, Unk will test your mind. Ejin will test your body.
We're way better at body than my guys.
I am. I can tell you all that right now.
And when you say that, Fio, he busts out laughing. Yes, yes. Touch your luck with Egen. You'll do great, I promise. You'll do very good.
See, that does
You'll
not
do
sound
really,
promising.
really well.
That does not sound promising. Sounds like he's being sarcastic. Kubazan, have you picked your axolotl delegates to potentially go to a completely new world and start a whole new life?
Instantly, tears begin to fill his eyes.
Now's the time to walk without fear, Kubazan.
Yes. Yes, you're right. He lifts the tentacle and wipes one. I need more time. I'm not ready.
We're not taking all of them. This is gonna be.
I know, but I love
6
all
of
of them. I love them all.
Opposite sexes.
Well, actually, there's no problem there. They reproduce asexually.
Okay, then yeah, just give us like 6 random ones. It's fine.
Oh. And he stands up, towering over the lake. Salamanders. We are presented with a special opportunity. These fine folk here, they are offering a chance at a new world. One that won't restrict you to a shitty underground lake, but a whole continent.
And then I shout out over him, do we have any volunteers? And
you watch as almost all of the salamanders swim up to the edge. And Kubazan turns to you and says, they all want to go.
Oh, man.
Well, you've raised a pretty fearless bunch, Kubazan.
And when you say that, he busts into tears, just streaming.
You just got him this cool chalice. They can't all come.
They want to all go. It's time for me to say goodbye.
I don't even know how we can take them all.
They're very small.
In the hole.
We could do it.
They're very
Also,
small.
Dude, we're gonna.
But there's a...
There's gonna be like thousands of axolotls like surrounding these fucking Yanti.
Parker, wait.
The Yanti are bound up, just like, what the fuck is going on?
How many salamanders are there?
77.
That is not thousands.
I've counted them.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
What about
also...
what about the lost souls of ones that are staying here with their alive brethren?
And you feel as Kubazan wraps a tentacle around your arm, Halbjorn. It's slimy and cold, but as he pulls you in close, he says, Perhaps that's what I'm here for. To keep them company in this ethereal plane of death.
Hmm. Okay, well... There's a lot of stuff to
So
do.
then are we going to take the cup and stuff with us?
No,
Yeah,
you
we
should
need
leave
that
that here.
Oh, but
No,
that's for
that
the salamanders.
And Kubazan immediately retracts his tentacle from Halbjorn's arm. I just really want the cup here.
But the cup makes water
guess it'd make 'em
warm,
feel better.
So, like, it's great for them. Ugh,
Fine. You can take the one cup, but I want the rest to stay.
for sure. I think
So
they
that I
should
can
be-
remember them.
It's for the salamanders.
Yeah, they're gonna, in their new world, they'll be able to use that. I'm sure of it.
You're saving a race of people. You're good folk.
Hmm. Thanks, Cupid.
So keep in mind that we want something equal.
And Kubazan is going to let you roll.
You're good people.
Give me 3 D100s.
I
As
got one.
Kubazan presents
I
you.
got one.
I'll roll one.
Ah, that was a bad one. Oof.
Better than yours.
Got him.
The salamanders.
13, 46, 18.
Okay. And Kubazan just starts pulling shit out from his temple. Just like kind of like giving them to y'all to please just go. And I'll start bringing this in.
And we'll start single filing the axolotl into the hole. And is there a way for us, Drew, to make a pond down there of sorts?
My bed's down. Okay, yeah.
Well, I thought we were
I've
gonna take
slept
like
in
6
worse.
of them. We could just put them in the giant urn or the chalice. But
Slept in worse. You go ahead. I just like grab the hole and start loading water into the.
Yeah, just dips it down into the
he's
lake.
just like scooping it with his hands into the hole.
I'm like so sad because I know my bed and all that's down there, and I realize I gotta.
All the Yanti prisoners.
Yeah, I just want to be like.
This hole is
I
a hell
just,
hole
like,
now.
I like
Yeah.
start dumping in my
almost feel
meat
bad.
sack in there too. Like it's
It's soupy.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And you watch as the salamanders just begin to all like rush into the hole, and they're frolicking. They're swimming around in like kind of the muddy water that's at the bottom now. I don't really know how that works because there are no ends defined. Like it's just an endless
Well,
void.
it's
So-
not totally endless. It is
Oh,
like
okay.
it is like a defined space. I think it's like
Yeah, it's like a room.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
imagine
helps.
it's like
then.
a giant circular room.
That helps then. Then at least it's very shallow water, but it's enough for them to kind of like roll around in and keeps their skin wet. The
What's going
one
through
T-
these fucking Yanti's minds, dude?
Yeah, they watch with wide eyes as water begins to fill in. I think you would think that
Their
in their
faces are on
minds,
the ground, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. they believe that they're probably being like waterboarded in some way, some kind of torture. But then they watch as the salamanders begin to spill in, and the entire hole just fills with.
What are we doing with
I
these
yell in
Yanti?
it.
Okay, let's worry about that later.
I did yell at the people that I know they can't understand me. But I tell them to stay separate. You stay away from those Yanti.
And yeah, you get all the salamanders.
Let's go.
Well, as soon as we get to a damn tree, we're gonna send them somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere safe.
And I am putting in everyone's sheets the blessing of Kubazan that you now have,
Yeah.
as you have gotten
Dude, I don't have it
his
yet.
tablet. You're right,
You haven't
but now
started
you
my
do.
inventory yet.
Hey, that's actually
Did someone like
that's
it?
pretty good.
Ooh.
There we go.
I'm missing. I'm
Oh,
missing a
that second
couple
one's
of
really good.
blessings. It might be because there's sometimes I had to transfer over to the Manny account and not the Roaring Thunder account.
The Manny account. Okay, let me check and see which ones you're missing.
Kubazan's is
Ooh.
way
But it's-
better
but
than
it's no
Chuck
rush.
Hummy's.
Oh, okay. It's just what's his name's
Nice.
Kubazan.
I mean, Shigambi's is still pretty strong. Just doubles your DPS once a long rest.
Yeah. It's another tax.
One
I-
extra
I-
attack.
I mean, dude, Papa Zottle is
Yeah.
it's very niche.
I think Papazottle's the weakest, but I like them all.
The weakest.
Well, we just don't go against prone a ton, or we're
Yeah.
like relatively immune to
Dang,
something.
dang, the bless spell is actually like pretty solid. That we can all just have that.
Yeah.
Is Papazottle also supposed to affect saves
You have a
that would
nickname
affect us, render us prone, or only skill checks that would render us prone?
I like that adaptation to make his a little more competitive.
I think adding it to saves.
I agree.
Are we collecting like the Infinity Stones?
More like gym badges.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
yes, the gym badges.
That's funny.
No, we're getting like the
no.
Mega Man powers, like when you beat the boss with the power. That's what
How many am
Oh
I
my
supposed to have
God.
of these?
You should have 4.
4.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I popped out. See if that changes.
And yeah, if anyone's
I
missing
just got-
one, let me know.
I just have 2.
You just have 2?
I don't have nicknames either. I don't have the new
Oh.
name.
Nang nang
Let me
Nang,
let
nang.
me
Nang, nang.
fix that for you.
nang nang.
Alright, that was loud.
Okay,
It's
Fayul.
very loud
Watch
on
me
me.
whip. Watch me
Yeah,
nang.
you're
Nang,
right.
nang.
Watch me.
Okay, let me know if anyone else is missing any, because I thought I brought all those in for you, but I clearly did not. Okay, there's one, and then there's the other.
Boom, got him.
Nice. Okay. I'm bringing those 3 items that Kubazan gifted you into your bag of holding. They're unidentified.
Albion, you're able to identify things, right?
No.
Ooh, what about the Archmage? Like, the real one.
Yeah, the real Archmage.
He's
Well,
just right here.
Sure.
Yeah, I
is.
bet
Considering he
could.
can't cast any spells.
No, you got him that book.
Yeah, the 4 I gave him, which I don't know the identify spell.
Yeah, you
Shit.
have.
Well, not even you can.
Shit.
It's not one you can prepare either.
Shit.
No, I don't
okay.
have it.
Okay.
So,
So,
we're talking
as-
about going to Okaria, right? I mean, that's kind of the plan. So.
As the group of you leave Kubazan's chambers, which I'm assuming you do, with the Salamanders in tow, where do you go next?
To the Archmage, because we need to
Perfect.
teleport.
Yeah, it takes about an hour to get to the Archmage. And when you do so, Jin, you once again bust the lock so that you're able to gain entry to his chambers. And you can see that startle is maybe a strong word, but you did kind of surprise him a little bit whenever the group of you go inside of his little study that he has.
What was he working on as we intrude?
You can see that he was kind of fiddling with the like, I don't want to say it's a baby waygate, but the small waygate that he has already here in his cell that he has built. You can see that he was kind of fiddling with it a little bit. And he stands up when the group of you enter. Go back. Were you successful?
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We're the Diamond
Excellent.
Dragons.
We have an army of salamanders now.
Sorry,
Archmage,
what?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I have to confirm. Are you aware of the presence of, or the existence of teams called the Red Lions or the Golden? No, Red Shark.
Red Sharks, Golden Lions.
Golden Lions.
Yes, of course.
You know
Well-
they're
Golden
all
Lions,
set,
they're
right?
national heroes.
Well, both of those teams are either dead or in shambles.
What?
And
Yeah, it's your
We
fault.
actually sent back the last Golden Lion to Von Rieg.
yeah.
The last
gave a
Golden
clean
Lion?
death to another one.
Yeah, he was actually here in Raptua. It's kind of
Mhm.
crazy.
The second to last
Yeah.
Golden Lion decided to just kill himself.
He gave up, by the way.
Yeah.
We asked him
He's
to
a
help us.
quitter.
He said no, and we're like, okay, man.
Yeah, you're like the reason they died.
Oh,
Well,
let's
you're
not go that
simulacrum.
far.
You're simulacrum.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
yours.
Hey, Simulacrum's him, man. He already said it, so.
I mean, it seems like a good idea to send people, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, if he's not going to go himself.
Interesting.
But yeah, I
Trying-
just
they
wanted
were
to let
trying
you know.
They were trying to do what we're doing, and they didn't even get through one. Okay?
Yeah.
They suck.
They lucked into one.
I
Well,
They
think
got
got
one
spiders
because they
talking
killed
to
their
him in
whole
the
party
dream.
except for 2 of them.
The only reason I bring it up, Archmage, is so you put the same respect you'd have for them, like way more. You know.
And he gives you kind of a solemn nod and says, well, I can't see much of a rebuttal to that. It appears as though the Diamond Dragons is elite.
Boom! Got him.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Spelled with
And the thing when he
numbers.
says that, y'all gives him like high fives, like,
Yeah, a little fist bump. Like,
Finally!
and
We're gonna
he just
need
kind of
that
shakes his head.
I mean, I guess does he not know of our like Black Dragon
No.
era?
No.
No,
we don't
nope.
bring up the Black Dragon.
What's a black dragon?
What
I
is a
thought you had
black
the
dragon?
Diamond Dragons.
it was
Yeah,
a
yeah, we
No,
are,
no,
we
no.
are.
It's
you know
totally
just
different.
learning.
I
trial
put a good
phase.
berry in his mouth.
Pitch it up. Please don't put food in my mouth. But
Anyways, have you made any headway? And we need to use your waygate like now.
This was our reaction when we got a little bit of validation.
Yeah,
from
like
Archmage.
what have you been doing while you're saving the world? Like you've been doing some work, right? Like smartest guy in the world, right?
well, yes, I have. And he kind of gestures to the waygate. I think I explained this to you last time, but this waygate here, I built it from scratch.
Yeah, we need to use it.
Oh.
Right, which you certainly can. And so what I've been working on since, well, he kind of takes out a pocket watch, mean, it's only been maybe 6 or so hours, but I have been working on trying to locate, connect my waygate with this last destination, the last gate on the network that the one PC very keen on not letting me find out.
So you haven't made any headway on it.
So, well, I mean, funny enough, we need to go right next to that to Loli's. Loli
Yeah,
is.
we need to go to Lolis.
Okay.
Lolis.
Yes, that should be fine. Okay, so this is how I think we need to do it. Let me log a request to Lolis, and they'll of course approve it, and then we will travel together to Lolis, and then after a minute or so, I will travel back here alone.
If you turn on us, Archmage, you don't even understand what the meaning of torture is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm killing your simulacrum.
And you watch as his brows furrow. Betray? What? No.
Yeah,
No.
guys, it won't come to that. The Archmage
Yeah,
is
he's
smart
coming-
enough
he's
to know that he
willingly-
needs
I hope
us.
you like Cole, dude. I hope
He
you
could
like Cole. That's
escape.
all
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying he
Be
could have
done
been.
with all-
It could have been brainwashed. Like there could be all kinds of
That
shit
good
going
berry
on
that he
down
wants
here.
in his mouth, I grab it between my index and my thumb, and I squish it, and then I drop it.
You watch his eyes as they follow the berry hit the stone tile.
But then,
I
like,
know.
I do like a
saying
quick,
he's
like, my
been-
second rule, and then I go, I eat it, because I know it's really good. I don't want to waste a good berry.
He's been gone for a pretty long period of time and been with Yuan Ti the entire time during that. I'm not saying he's compromised, but he might have some kind of sympathy or whatever. So I'm just.
Stockholm syndrome?
Imagine we're just
Yeah.
saying this in front of him.
Oh yeah, totally.
I-
How about
I
later we
understand,
get a
but
Yanti prisoner, and he has to
What?
kill him to show his
oh my
allegiance.
god, no.
Actually, that is a great idea. I have one in my bag right
come
now. Let me
on.
get.
I know it might
No.
not seem this way,
Not necessary.
but over these past 7 to 8 months, the 1T, they need me uncompromised.
Well, I know you're not compromised. I can see your eyes. Okay.
But you
But
could be
I-
compromised.
Yeah.
Little C.
There are
Mhm.
people that change allegiances, so I'm just.
I just like how that stayed, like, the compromise part.
It's a status condition.
Oh,
He is
And
compromised.
the Archmage kind of stands indignantly. I have been faced with torture and injury over these past 8 months. I didn't ask for any of this. I can help you.
No, we're saying we want the help. I'm just saying, don't turn on us. That's all I'm saying. If you're good conscience and you won't do that, then we're good.
you
I
can't
think
blame
we're
us.
good.
We have some PTSD.
Thank you.
Dude, we
We've been
had some
betrayed
crazy
a
shit
lot.
happen to us over this. There's been a whole ass war in Malnova. All kinds of shit going on.
All
Archmage,
shit
like,
that
all
we
your
didn't
friends are
cause.
Yes. Of course, I promise. And he puts a hand out to shake.
And I accept the shake.
Very good.
I don't. No, I'm just kidding.
One thing that we need to work out is when your business is finished in the lease, we need to find a way to communicate with one another or something so that you can travel away from Lolis.
I pull out. I think I have the stone still, don't I?
Like,
I
to
don't want to
communicate.
carry it.
Who the hell knows what stones are available anymore? We asked, and I say this out loud, we asked the Archmage to make more of them where they weren't bound to one certain person, and he hasn't done anything about that.
Are we talking about like the communication
Guys,
stuff?
he's orchestrating the whole thing.
How
Grand
about
City.
this? How about this?
Good. It's good.
At a let's set a predetermined time, and at that time, I will return to Lolis through the Waygate, expecting you to be there. I know that puts you on a time crunch, but you are the Diamond Dragons, right?
That's
Oh, yeah.
us.
Have you been to Lolissa or whatever?
Yes, a number of
Lolis.
times.
Okay,
What can we
We
expect?
can. How about we do that? But there's also a contingency for like, if we're not back at that time, the next day at the same time or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good call. Because I have
Just
no
in
idea
case.
how long we're going to be.
Sure,
Right? We
I
could be
think that's
2 to 3
smart.
days. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So, let's determine a time together, and then I'll check every day for the next 3 days, 4
No,
days,
we're on a timetable here. We need to do like every 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay. Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
wait a minute. Okay. That might be a little suspicious.
Well, no, if we miss a window though, we can't wait a full day just waiting around for the.
He's right.
Yeah, but he's had to ask for these every day.
I can come up with
We
an
also have
excuse.
to have a long rest thrown in there somewhere because some people cast magic.
You can rest here.
12 hours is enough for a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
How about you rest here, and then I can begin scheduling my next Waygate experiment. You pass through with me, I come back, and 12 hours from that point, every 12 hours, I'll create an excuse to go back to Lolis and check
Okay.
for you.
Where does Lolisa's Waygate take us? Like, are we going to be in the middle of the city?
That's a good question. Lolis is a little on the outskirts of the Empire. I don't want to say it's a backwater city because that's not true, but it's definitely a bit disjointed from the rest of the Empire, which is good for us because security, surveillance, all of these things are much lower than they would be like here or in any of the Heartland cities. So the portal is going to take you to a single building. It's just literally a Waygate building. It
What kind
will
of guard presence we talking about?
it will probably be guarded, but once again, not heavily. They just don't have that many army members to spare for
We can
lower
also
lease
go
protection.
over as one T. You know,
True.
we just have to.
Yeah, that's a
have
good call.
reason.
So you've never been really out of the portal room to
No,
look around? Yeah.
they don't allow me to.
Yeah, because we need to get to the tree also, right?
All I
So,
know is
man,
that Lower Lease is on the edge of it's a large swamp. So finding a tree should not be a problem if you're able to make your way out from the city.
Unk's also in the middle of the forest. I think we'll find trees. It's not just finding a
I
tree,
wanted to
right?
get-
It's finding a safe place.
Well, I wanted to get. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of these. Not get rid of them, but
Yeah, yeah.
get them out of that hole.
Get them
sooner
off our
than later.
mind. You know,
Yeah,
clear our conscience that they're somewhere safe.
for sure.
So for most of these cities, I've found their key is a symbol or an icon of some sort. A lot of times it has to do with the city itself. For example, and he picks up one of the tablets. For Dar's Allure, it depicts the waterfall, their iconic waterfall in the city. And some others you might be able to make associations with. Does this symbol mean anything to you? And he picks up the one for Loelis, the same image that you see there.
See where? In the Waygate thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Is that an elephant and a monkey? No. What the fuck is that?
Where's the
Well,
monkey?
Is that a dragon
It's
or a
to
reptile?
Moa.
Oh, for
It's
the
got
little lease,
teeth.
that's right.
And it's got something coming out of its nose.
Can we roll to see if we know?
No, I
got
kind of wanted to
eyes.
just to be y'all. Because it's not like super imperative. It's
That's
Well,
something coming
by
out
any
of his
means.
nose, man.
It lost its lower jaw. What's going on here?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Maybe
I
By
would
any
guess
means,
to Moa, but Hobjorn wouldn't know anything about that.
by any matter. It might help you once you get there. I don't know. But let's. Okay, we have a plan.
Like how all the other ones are kind of obvious, but this one.
Sweet.
I don't have much in the way of bedding, but you're welcome to any blankets or pillows that I have if you would like.
Yes, please.
And he brings out a single pillow and a single blanket.
Yeah, we
These
have
are
family
mine.
here.
My blanket
You-
and pillow.
I cover up with books. No, I have a bedroll and blanket in my kit.
And
Sure. I guess I would stone too, right? We would stone the art somebody and try to set up this whole.
Well, it can't be the Archmage, so who we? 'Cause he's currently kind of tied up.
Oh yeah, he is kind of. Maybe we'll just wing it. We'll just go to
We can send him
Ontario.
with a strongly worded note.
Yeah, I was thinking we would like hook them up, right? They'd have a place to go to, you know, like kind of pre-set up. But maybe that's too much. I'll sleep on it.
And the group of you kind of wind down for your long rest. So go ahead and long rest. Yes.
I'm gonna cast Grasping Vine, and I
Okay.
kind of want to like make like a hammock,
Okay. Nice.
but I think it only lasts for like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm trying to be creative, and I get a hammock.
You
set up,
lay down
and
in
that's
it,
what
you
it
get,
just
as soon as
goes
you
away.
start getting comfortable and you kind of let your weight on it, it just goes away.
Yeah.
It lasts for duration 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just
And then after about a
fine.
minute, you can feel it kind of breaking down, and you decide to.
At that point, you're already asleep, so it's okay.
Exactly. I'm a deep sleeper, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay in the hole, even though there's a bunch of water down there. Just gonna pretend like I like pull my sheets over, even though it's like kind of covered in water.
All the
Yeah.
axolotls are.
So, yeah, cuddling
bothering
with
you.
axolotl.
And you can kind of see the axolotls in the dim light kind of splish splashing around the one T that are bound and gagged, and you fall into a slumber.
Oh, comfort.
You all can press your long rest button. Spellcasters that are prepared, you can re-prepare your spells. While this happens, one of you has a dream.
Annie.
Is it thunder?
You would think so,
Uh-oh.
Spider-Man.
but
Is it Aslos?
it's not Aslos.
He's already living in
Archmage.
nightmares. He's got axolotls just jumping in and out of his face as
The
he's sleeping
Archmage's
at night.
simulacrum.
No. I mean, Thunder, you do have your usual recurring dream of the spider and whatnot, but that's not the dream that I want to go over here. Let me play just a.
I do like to think that like every time I have this dream, I try to like bring up a new subject, but he's just like constantly just saying the same thing.
Yeah, you kind of try to change it, try to see if you can get more out of him, but you really can't. He's pretty fixated on what he misses most, which I guess, if it's true, then it's understandable. But no, that is not the dream that happens. I can't find good music for this. So, Fail, this is your dream.
Oh.
And this dream, you kind of you're dreaming of something that's already happened to you. And you're standing in the study of the Archmage, who you now know is the Archmage's simulacrum. And
Marked.
when you're standing here and recounting this memory, you realize that you're recounting the memory of when you took your oath. And standing there with you behind the desk that you're facing behind the Archmage is General Descartes. And your hand is up while you're taking your oath to eliminate the Yuan-Ti and pledge yourself to the cause, essentially. And as you lower your hand after taking the oath, the general takes a step forward and kind of lightly places a hand on the Archmage's shoulder and says, "Archmage, would you give us a moment alone?" And the Archmage gives a nod and stands up and leaves the room, leaving you alone with General Descartes, who continues standing, looking at you. Final, the oath you just took. I don't want to understate its importance to both the Archmage and myself, and what we're doing here. But if I can ask more of you, there is something else that I'm going to request of you that is much more important.
Okay.
With an oath, you become a paladin. And in becoming a paladin, there is an oath that all of us take. A shared oath that does not assign itself to any particular person, politic, or group. It is an oath to ourselves and an oath to the call. And he raises his right hand. Waiting for you to do the same.
Yeah. She put her hand up. Sorry. Yeah.
And he looked at you gravely and says, "When I was just a little bit younger than you, I took this same oath. Every paladin you'll meet in Malnova will have taken this oath. It is universal. Any paladin you meet on the road, that you meet across the land, you can rest knowing that the two of you have this shared oath in common. And it's a beautiful feeling.
That's pretty cool.
And now that you are wanting to join us, it's time that you take this oath as well."
Yeah, Fail in her mind's like, well, y'all wanted me to take this oath, but she didn't say that out loud.
So, if you would kindly repeat after me. And he closes his eyes. You might feel as though, Fayo, that this doesn't mean as much to you as it does to General Descartes, but maybe one day it will. But you can tell that it means a lot to him as he begins the oath. "Hear my plea to the fallen. Leave me to be with the broken."
Hear my plea to the calling. What was that second part? Asking like.
So I'll just say it and then I'll post it in the chat for you and we'll pretend like you also repeated it. Just for the sake of time.
Too long.
It's gonna be long.
Yeah. We go
And
through it. We stop.
I'll post it in Import Malnova, but I do want to read it out loud for you. With the music. Okay, he closes his eyes, raises his hand, and you listen to him recite the oath. "Hear my plea to the fallen. Leave me to be with the broken. One last time before I go. Hold the last burning ember. Let us never surrender. May we rise unto the call for the glory and the fall, for the beat and for the broken, for the lost and for the forsaken. Let us never surrender. May we rise into the call for the glory and the fall. And after you finish reciting this oath, he gives you a small smile and says, "Welcome to the call." And you slowly watch as this dream fades to black, and you're left alone in that black. And right before you kind of wake up from the shock of it, you watch as 8 white eyes open up from the black, watching you. And then you wake up. And when you do wake up, you are alone. Not alone. You're in the study with everyone else.
Oh,
Where's my heel?
Wait.
No, you're not. You're in the study with everyone else. But they're all sleeping. Even the Archmage is sleeping. And you are alone in being awake.
Yeah, she'll just sit there, kind of catch her snap, and think about why she had that dream. Maybe what that oath actually meant. 'Cause when she did it, she just kind of was being respectful on the card's part, right? But didn't really understand all that.
Right.
So she's trying to pick that apart a little bit. But she won't wake nobody up. Thunder sees crazy shit all the time in his dreams. Wake everybody up because I saw some eyes.
Right.
Probably that damn spider. She's just
That damn
she's more
spider.
focused on the oath. Yeah. Tries to go back
And
to bed.
and yeah, the group of you continue your long rest. Sorry, I'm pasting this into important Malnova so you can have it for later because it is important Malnova. And the group of you wake up. You really don't have a sense of what time it is, as you're in a windowless underground building. But whenever you wake up, the Archmage is already awake and is reading a book and sipping on some kind of liquid. And he gives you all a smile and says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Good
Well,
morning.
I have scheduled
morning.
our trip, so I've been approved, of course, and we can travel through whenever you're ready.
So, how long do you think you got until cracking this case of the mystery portal?
He lets out a long sigh. I would like to say, before you're finished doing whatever you're trying to do. And he gives a weak smile.
Sus. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's and he grabs the teleportation tablet, the key corresponding to Leolis. And as he takes it, the group of you can see that he is his knuckles are a little white. I have to be honest, I get a little nervous every time I use this. Even though I built it, it's a little scary. And he places the key up into the top as it slides into place. And when it does so, you watch as the carvings on the key begin to glow a soft purple. Okay. Well, it's connected. It's
We
not used.
affix our bowler hats.
Yes, I was about to say that.
And you watch him almost instinctively shudder as the group of you transform into a group of 1T. All snaky, your eyes amber and slitted as you taste the air using your tongues.
Don't shudder because your simulacrum gave us these.
And when you say that, a small smile spreads across his face. I knew I could do it. Okay, let's travel on through. Everyone ready?
I just nod.
Give it thumbs
Let's
up.
go.
And he walks through first, and you watch as he just kind of disappears from sight as he crosses the threshold of the archway. And the group of you follow. You feel that same lurching sensation that you do anytime that you travel through one of these things. The feeling is always the same as you travel through the archway, and after just a moment, you find yourself in a completely different area. You're in a small stone building lit by candlelight, and it's maybe like the size of like a small living room. Really, there's nothing else in here except for the archway itself, and a few decorative murals. And you can see that the Archmage is already in front of you. He has a notebook that he's scribbling down notes onto as he looks up at the group of you as one T and just kind of gives you a nod. And he turns his notebook, and you can see that not notes, but instead a message was written to the group of you. And it says, "It is currently 8 a.m. I'll see you in 12 hours. ...
Godspeed.
Or not."
Maybe.
I give him the salute.
And he nods again and scribbles really quickly beneath that message, and all it says is Aiden Speed. And you watch as the Archmage kind of pretends to inspect a few things on the archway, and then with one last, almost longing look, he steps back through the archway.
Hey. How the hell do we find... Well, for one, we gotta get out of here and not get caught.
I mean, there's that whole. You got that arcane eye thing ready again?
Yeah, we're gonna need some good scouting.
I say we get the fuck out of the city as quick as possible and then reassess, but take notes as we leave, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm. Just try to get out of town without drawing any attention to ourselves.
I'm gonna poke it through the door outside to look and see if there's guards standing at the door.
Yeah, you can, as your little arcane eye kind of slowly moves forward, looking around, it would see that outside of this doorway is one 1T guard standing by, half human, half snake. And you would see as you kind of gaze upon Lolis that the city, kind of like described by the Archmage, is actually kind of small. It's not the bustling metropolis that Darzalur was, or Grand City, by that matter. And I think that you would feel somewhat confident, Halbjorn, that as long as the group of you don't really attract attention to yourselves, it shouldn't be too difficult of a task to kind of pass through naturally. It reminds you a little bit of Grand City, right?
So what? So we're gonna be on T. Are we gonna try to talk our way into why we're here?
I'd,
One-
only
No, I
if
think
we
we're
have
just-
to.
I think we're just trying to leave the city.
Yeah, we just try to walk past and give minimal answer to if questions.
Well, I'm sure this guy standing at the door of the Waygate is going to ask a question.
We can say we're on an errand from the city we just came from.
Darzalur.
We're like, but
Mhm.
or say
Do
we're
I
supposed
see
to
any
like look
other?
for.
So if I look out with the arcane eye further past where we're at, are there other like buildings that have guards out in front of them that would have eyesight to where we're at?
Not so much. You feel as though that this building with the portal, with the Waygate, was built not like in the influential part of town, right? It's not like next to like the Citadel or anything like that. It kind of just looks like it was put like in a random building almost. It seems as though there's more like dwellings around you, maybe some like commercial buildings, but it doesn't feel like it's in like an arcane college or something like that.
What is behind the building we're in?
It would be just another building, and it looks identical. Like, the building that you're in is just kind of like a stone square building, and there's just another one behind you.
How close are we to like the forest line?
You would be able to see the forest past the wall. There is like a gate that you would have to travel through.
Okay.
As your eye kind of seeps around, you can see that there are gates pretty much at every like cardinal direction of the city. It seems like a north gate, south gate, east gate, west gate.
Okay. I'm relaying all this information to the party. So, I guess we're just gonna walk through and go through one of the gates.
Yeah, we could say we're like
Did we
supposed
have
to-
Moa marked on the map, or is that just for?
It got
Yes.
marked when all of them got revealed.
Okay, so
The,
we know we need
by
to go
this-
north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marked toward you by the owl spirit.
Okay.
Who was saying we were taking way too long?
All right. Well, let's.
So
head out
yeah,
and go
is
north.
is there a northern gate, or are we gonna have to exit like west or east and then head north?
There's a gate at every cardinal direction. So, yeah, there's a northern gate.
Does it lead northeast or northwest?
We'll say northeast or northwest. Sorry. Damn you, hex map. Yeah, as the group of you leave the Waygate building, you would, as you open the door and pass through it, you would see the 1T that's standing guard kind of re-alert up, kind of reposture itself, and take out a small writing apparatus. It looks to be one of the same kind of almost like Rolodex contraptions that you had seen other places. And he begins to kind of crunch it and begins to swivel it and says to the group of you, "Greetings, welcome to Lotus. Unit and city traveling from for documentation purposes."
I flick my tongue at him.
And
I flick my tongue too.
he kind of like his head kind of moves backwards as though like what? Like kind of like a and his tongue slowly leaves his mouth.
I reply, 5th Regiment coming from Darzalar.
And you watch as he kind of moves the contraption, documenting your answer. And it makes a very satisfying, like, clicking sound as it does so. And the 1T just kind of nods. And go ahead and roll me a deception check, Jen.
Easy. Double 7.
Easy.
Not even close.
And the 1T, while kind of moving the apparatus, says a little under his voice, "Fifth Regiment? I don't know where, but
5th Unit, you know.
5th Unit, Okay, yes, Stars of the Lord. Please enjoy Lilith."
Oh, we will. And I flick my
And,
tongue at him again.
And he gives you a complimentary tongue flick as well, as the group of you leave the Waygate chamber. And like I described before, it's a pretty simple city. It's not difficult to navigate like some of the bigger ones that you've been in. It would only take you a couple minutes to find the road that stretches up northward, allowing you outside of the city. And when the group of you pass through the gate, you aren't questioned at all. You're just kind of watched as the road leads upwards, northwards, as the group of you leave Lilith. And it would probably take you about an hour of traveling before you notice that the road just kind of ends. There's no road forward. And you can tell that the terrain has changed a little bit as well. It has gone from kind of a dense, piney forest to just kind of damp swamp. Your feet kind of sinking into the mud below you as you continue, especially where the road has ended. That would be the strangest part.
And what all can we see other than that?
In front of you just continues outwards, and you can see just a large swamp.
I don't know, guys. Do you think we should just ring the bell here or go deeper?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like ring the bell and then travel through the ethereal plane, I guess.
Do you want
Yeah,
take
ring
the
it here,
axolotl
bro.
back while we're right here?
Oh yeah. Is there a good tree nearby for thunder?
Yeah, there are several good trees. Large cypresses with Spanish moss hanging down from them.
Yeah, let's get a
I'm
little
looking at all of them.
situation
Studying them.
almost, right? And do this thing. Get that
Where are we
tree.
sending them?
Well, we
I
have
was
more
thinking,
than
yeah, I was thinking we
We
could
need
set something up
caretakers.
at like the orphanage at Ocaria. Those orphans could use some friends.
No, they
Yeah, I
need
think they need
water.
the-
They gotta be at a body. They're gonna live in a body of water.
Well, there's
Yeah,
the
the water
docks
in
there.
Ocaria-
Those are freshwater docks.
What?
Didn't they have freshwater rivers in Ocaria? I thought that's what we said.
It was
there's
also
definitely
kind of
water
swampy.
coming in.
They could be
There's
swamps.
water,
outside.
fresh water coming in, but when it meets the ocean, there's some. Yeah.
I'm trying to
Well,
go
yeah,
to
they'll
the
just-
map and it didn't work.
Oh,
Oh, it's still loading.
What if we just send them to Ratton?
There is a river nearby.
I mean, I feel like they have to have caretakers. Wherever we do, they
Well,
have to
no,
have
the
caretakers.
And
whatever his name
orphans
was,
are not
Simon.
caretakers of a new species of being.
There's actually a
He did a fine job with the rats.
You
He helped us
trust
save
in
Ocaria.
area though itself, right? Like, so it's not a bad place to start, right? And they do have access to fresh water, so they
Oh.
could set them a situation up, you know.
What about that town like right before Ocaria?
Three Rivers. They have Three Rivers, Rat and Cranwood.
Not like after Ratton, but before Ocaria, whichever one that was.
Yeah, I think it's Three Rivers. I think that's where our very first session ever was.
Oh shit!
if you want to go where you very first started, it was actually on the other side here in River End.
River. Oh yeah. 'cause
Also,
it's over by
also a
Grand
swamp.
City.
Also a swamp, though.
Way too close, Grand City. Yeah.
Dude, there's a cool ass lake right here. and We can't fucking use it because we've never been there. Damn it.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Where
Can we
is?
send them to
so
Long Rest?
creepy.
Don't they owe us for saving their whole city?
Yeah,
kinda
there's
cold
tons of
there
fresh
for
water
the-
there. Yeah, but they were just living in cold
settlement.
water.
Wait, Fail, can we send them to the Aran Valley?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I can take them to my city. I have fucking lakes. We have lakes. We had a whole
What the hell's
thing there.
Aaron Valley again?
I'm looking for it.
Here.
I mean, I could
Where?
totally do that. We could go
Oh,
to my
sorry,
village.
sorry.
We could see how
Oh,
the
there you
hack
go.
thing played out.
Oh yeah, Aaronvale.
Alright, I think Aaron Vale's a play. Because it's
There was
peaceful
definitely
there.
like.
There are hags
there's,
there.
There's no hags
can
there
talk to
anymore. They killed them all.
We took care
We
of
can
it.
talk to Joni. Joni
Well,
will set it up.
Our little wizard contingent that went to go talk to the
And Dooley.
whatever
Doolifer.
devil creatures those are.
Doolither, Joni. Dude, we got a whole. That's where we're taking them.
Wait, so, someone write a letter so these get to bring with these axolotl.
Fail, you have to
We're
write
just-
that.
Yeah. I will write a letter to, and I'll CC like all the people I know
CC.
that might be in
And
power.
maybe like
right? It's not just
BCC Johnny.
yeah, Johnny.
We want him to read it, but we don't know it. We don't want anyone else to know that he read it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I will go on about how like the survival of this species is paramount, and that
Dude, we sent those wizards to go like meet the tieflings over in this whole fucking island that showed up. Whatever happened with that?
True. It was a long journey. They're probably still traveling.
yeah, mysterious.
They're like,
That's
hey,
when we went
know
into the
hags, what
Feywild,
next? And we're like,
right?
hey, can you go meet a whole new species of people and convert them to our cause?
Yeah, I like to think that they struggle busing the entire way. They're like there because they got so lost. Okay, so you write a letter, Fail, addressing just pretty much anyone in Aaronvale that you still have a connection with, and you have it kind of tied up and wax sealed, and you tie it around one of the axolotls' necks or something. What do you do?
Yeah,
Is there like a
we
lead
drop these babies
axolotl?
off at a fire station, right?
Leave him at Dooley's house.
Whoever's doing,
Should we send
Johnny's
Grung
gonna-
with them?
I feel like we need Grung. We can send.
Yeah,
We
do we
need-
want to
we
send
need
a
him for
one?
Darzulur. We don't need him
We-
for.
Let's leave
I'm
the
not gonna lie, I
dragonkin.
thought we were going to leave
but do we
Grung
trust
The
at the
Dragon Kid's strong
underground
enough to
fire.
like kill all of them though, and he's not really our
With the-
ally.
But Joni can take care of it.
The Grung has like at least helped us, you know.
There's no way Joni can't take care of this. Like,
Oh,
I'm confident.
Okay,
Especially
actually,
Do we trust the
I'm
Grung?
just trying to help facilitate sending someone so we're not just dumping 77 axolotls out of a tree with a letter.
agree with
being
the
like,
Grung.
all right, have at it.
I think the axolotl like the Grung too, so we should
Yeah, I
send the Grung.
mean, the Grung. No, I thought he was going to stay. Like, if we didn't bring the axolotl and this whole plan came up and we were just going to leave him there in that cave, I was going to say that we should let the Grung stay and just live out his
We
days
should
with him.
send Jaryu, dude.
Send them to Jaryu.
I don't know.
How-
Jaryu should go with.
How big is Grung
Damn.
versus these axolotls? Like if he
Grung
got,
is about 4-ish feet tall, 3 feet tall maybe, and the axolotl is like 2 feet tall.
so if he
I think it'd be the
if
leader.
Grung went crazy for power and tried to kill the axolotl, he could actually maybe do it.
I don't think he'd be able to, like, there's so many of them. Like, he's not, like, that big compared to them. He could definitely take out a few before.
This is like a grown man fighting a swarm of 5th graders.
What if I just
Kind of
break his
like.
arm? If I break his arms, he won't be a problem, right?
No, we don't want. Then he'll be
No.
mad and want to kill them whenever he heals.
Yeah, guys, whoa, we're way overthinking this
Could-
thing, man.
Could
Like,
permanently break his arms.
But let's, I
good.
say
I
Grung
trust
lived out his
Grung.
usefulness. We said that we would let him live. This is a way to do it.
We-
He
we
gets to
said-
go
look,
live somewhere in peace.
Well,
We
let's
pitched
ask him,
him-
right?
Well, let's give the
let him
axolotl a
decide.
weapon.
Let him decide, but we pitched him a whole idea of him going back to the.
I'm gonna
the
pull
other
the-
Grung
I'm gonna
to
pull
be
the
lead
Grung out.
Grung. I
Okay,
think this
let's
one's
ask
better.
him. Let's ask him.
I'll pull the
Yeah.
Grung out. I'll be like, all right, guys, go ahead. Tell him what you wanted. Tell him what he's gonna live his life out.
$5 on him going with the. Or 5 gold pieces. I'm betting.
And the Grung kind of looks between all of you.
Licks his eyes.
What are you suggesting to me?
Okay, we saved all those axolotl that you've been hanging out with in there. We promised you that we would give you your life, like we'd let you live. And we need someone to help take these axolotl to these people that we're trying to give them to, so that they can take care of them properly. And we were wondering if this would be your freedom. We would let you go to go do this for us, and then you can live your life however you want in this.
Well, as long as you're taking care of these
Yeah,
axolotl.
we have people where you're going that will make sure you do what you're
Well,
doing.
Yeah, if you
I was
don't,
thinking it
I'm
out,
gonna
once
show
he
up.
drops them off with the people at Arendelle, like he can go whatever, do whatever. Is what I was
That's
thinking.
true, too.
He
The
can
Grung
live
kind
with
of-
them if he wanted to.
The
I think they're
Grung
gonna have a really
considers this
good
deeply.
time.
These
I think it's better.
slimy people. He looks to the hole.
The salamanders.
They seem fascinated with me for some reason. And he looks at his little grungy fingers. I am not as powerful as I once was. My mind is keen, but my body is small and squishy.
Yeah.
He looks to the group of you. May I lead these strange creatures?
I mean, it was either that or the Grung.
Like be
So,
their
like-
leader. Like you don't want to turn them over to the people of Arendelle.
Well, we wanted you to be a representative for them and make sure they get in good hands. So if you want to continue that,
Yeah, at the
Yeah, I
minimum.
don't like the
If you
word
wanna continue
lead
that role.
there,
Yeah,
buddy.
you can be their guardian.
Let me phrase it a different way. I am used to exercising my leverage through strength. He looks again at his little froggy fingers. I don't think I any longer am able to do so. but my mind is as sharp as it ever has been. I would like to lead these little creatures. Not enslave them, but lead them.
So prosperity.
I mean,
And the grung licks his eye. Something like that.
but, I mean,
Alright,
the
good enough
whole
for
idea
me.
is to always do right by them, right? Don't think about yourself. Think about them as a whole and what's best for them, right? And don't get crazy.
What is the name of the place we are going?
Aaronvale.
It's in Aaronvale, yeah.
He licks his eye again. I would like to conquer this place using my little creatures, and there
No,
we will be
no,
prosperous.
no, no.
Well, we were gonna send you.
Okay, so you can
Okay,
still go lead the you originally talked about. Like
Can
that was
any
the
of the
original plan.
axolotl like non-verbally communicate in any way other than purring at us?
And
Or
the
just
group
one
of you
us
kind
just
of
need to
look.
fucking go with them, give the damn
The
letter
group of
and come
you
back.
look down into the hole, and you can see all of the axolotls folk like kind of grouped up in a mass, looking up at you.
Thunder,
And whenever they see you, they all kind of start to purr slightly and kind of
Thunder,
chirp.
can you go
Thunder,
with them?
while
no.
we're resting, can you and Fael go and take them to the fucking people with the letter and all that? Well, I guess you don't need a letter. Take Fael with you, and we'll just wait here until you come back.
Yeah, I'll teleport me and Thunder to Airville if I can. If that's a
Yeah, you have to teleport through cheese.
anywhere
Yeah,
in
do
the
it
plane
through
that I'm
trees.
do through
I'm
trees.
locking the grung back up.
Oh, yeah, I
You
can't
you
take
can't
the
teleport.
I'm
yeah.
sick of his
Yeah.
attitude, dude.
Never
Look,
mind.
I'm cool if the Grung wants to do that in Raptua, but I'm not letting him do that with the freaking axolotl.
Yeah, he can go take care of the other grungs. That was his original idea. That's what he was sold on.
And
He
the
can go
the
back to
grung.
doing that.
After we decide this with the grung, I just like chuck him back into the hole.
Yeah, it's lost a lot of
Squishy
respect
body.
today.
Yeah, you hear a slight splash at the bottom as you do so.
Splat.
He lost a lot of respect with me today. Is what I'm gonna tell you right now.
We were giving him a chance of like awesome freedom with little happy little creatures and go live in a sweet untapped
One T's
forest.
gonna one T.
Yeah.
Hey, my hole is freedom, okay?
There's four
so-
bound and gagged.
Thunder, do you cast transport via plants?
Well, that's a pretty high spell. How often can you teleport, Fayo?
We're gonna. Oh, we already rested. Never mind.
Well,
I think it's too far a distance.
it's any plane.
Is it anywhere?
Is it-
Oh, excuse
I
me.
think I just don't ever abuse. I try not to abuse it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Okay,
well,
okay.
Thank you.
I think because Fael can
Any
go
plane.
there because she's very familiar with Aaronville, right? It's like she can
Yeah,
go
you
there.
have to. Technically, you have to roll, right? Like so.
Coming
Yeah.
back
You
would be the
don't
issue.
want-
So is there a way, Thunder, for you to mark a tree here that you can come back to this tree?
No. Fael and Thunder need to. Fael can't teleport 77 axolotl with her, so they have to teleport via
I mean,
Thunder's
unless
thing.
we're taking the whole, but I don't think that really. I don't know how any of that works. So
And,
That's
uh,
what I'm not
So
giving
it-
the whole-
If I do it, I only have one level 6, so I'll have to come back using a level 7. So there goes my 6 and 7, just doing this.
No, you will have to come back with the 7 because Fael can teleport to both of you.
Oh, okay.
Fael, can
'Cause
you
you don't-
leave something here that you're familiar with? I don't
yeah,
know
I mean,
how it
I would
works.
have to.
He's familiar with y'all.
Make,
Does it have to be an object?
no,
I
it's
think
not
it
an
has to
object. I
be-
need to be familiar with the area.
Yeah,
Like, I
the
mean,
destination you choose must be known to you.
Be familiar
Yeah,
as fuck,
like-
Fael.
Otherwise, it's, we start rolling and we get splinched. You know what I'm saying? And end up off target a little bit, depending on how bad. I don't know it. Damn it. I mean,
Just so y'all
I've taken
can,
you with that damn hole, you carrying that hole, but if we close the hole, I don't understand
It
the hole.
says linked object is the second best one you can use. So
Yeah.
leave your atlatl, and you can come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll leave my shield.
Yeah, leave whatever you're
Wait,
most
so-
familiar with.
Wait, so do we need the hole to go? Because if that's the case, I'll just go.
No, I think they go they teleport to Aaronvale with
the
Thunder's
tree,
spell.
and then they come back to the axolotl or to the shield with Fayo.
Well, look, I have 2
Yeah.
charges, right? Like, still. Like, I recharged, so I'll recharge again tomorrow.
But you can't take them all with you. That's the point. The tree is
I'll
opening
just-
a portal
yeah,
they can
the-
all walk through. But when
Yeah.
you come back, you can only take so many people with you, right?
Well,
Yeah. We come
Yeah,
back with
no,
yours.
you're
We
right.
leave
And I
with
don't
mine.
think,
We
like-
come back with yours.
Right.
well,
Okay.
if you want to
Because mine, anyone
spell,
can go in.
Thunder,
It's like a single turn.
All right, well, we're gonna have to
if
stay
Thunder
here
wants
for
to
a
save
while
the
so I
spell,
can make
you
sure
can just take
I have a
me
good
in the
roll.
portable hole.
How long do you leave,
It's
Fayo?
fine. It's fine. I
No,
mean,
no,
I
you're,
think
you're
I-
leaving your shield here, so you teleport to your shield here.
Yeah, we
Okay,
figured
yeah,
out
let
on
me
the
stare at
return.
Let me stare at the shield and let me
You should
stare
be
at this little bit where we're at. And like you stare at the tree, right? You didn't know that tree. Let me stare. At
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'll get prepared for the trip back.
I start letting
one-
the axolotl out of
Wants
the
at
hole.
least 20-30 minutes. Still. So, yeah,
I start like
sure.
one by one grabbing them. Like I'm like reaching way down in there, grabbing them out like one by one.
Yeah, they're all just slowly. And you watch as in the swamp you start to accumulate a mass of axolotl folk. They're all kind of beginning to run around, losing focus, running through the swamp. As Thunder, you create a magical link between a large plant and I imagine you kind of place your paw on a tree here to form that connection through a Largian.
Yeah, I almost I feel like I put my paw
Mhm.
against the tree and then I rotate it to the right, almost as if I'm unlocking a door.
Right. And when you do that, Thunder, something happens.
I die.
You die.
The
That's funny.
spell's
But
too
no.
powerful, Thunder. You can't use it.
When you do so, you place your paw on the tree and you twist it like you always do when you transport via plants. But this time, when you attempt to do so, you watch rippling out from your touch, like a shockwave almost, is a spiraling cog of ethereal branches. And you watch as these branches extend outwards from your paw, like a crack of glass that is continuing outwards. And after you blink a few times, you would realize that you and everyone else here around you have been shifted to the ethereal plane. And you would know this not only from the lack of contrast kind of
The
coming
Chinguas.
from everything, but you are now surrounded by Chinguas. And in the horizon, you can see the marvel of the world tree.
What are the axolotl doing?
They're still just hopping and skipping around. They don't really seem to have noticed what's happening. And when you do this, Thunder, the tree that you were connecting to, you can see that the top of it, it's now leafless, and its branches, as it spirals outwards, they begin to ethereally connect with these spirit branches of the world tree. And you would be able to feel within you, through some kind of maybe divine sense, that the magic that you just used, your transfer via spell, wasn't really used. You didn't lose a spell slot. But you
Do
would
the,
see the tree in front of you that you cast it on open up as though you did cast the spell. And in the large portal in its trunk, you would see the Aran Valley.
I
And
do the Napoleon Dynamite yes, because I didn't expel the cell. Yes.
And I would like anyone that's proficient in perception to kind of gaze around them.
And David, I also want to like get out my axe to see if like anything is like, or my hammers. I want to see if anything's happening to it.
Yeah, you would just you would just
I'm
see
gonna roll
Azos that your weapon is kind of like breathing almost, right? As though it's like not turned on, but like oh my god, but kind of like activated in a way, if that makes sense. And a group of you, Aslos, Halbjorn, Fail, as you're kind of looking around the ethereal plane in this way, as Thunder, you are transfixed on the spell that is being cast onto the tree. You would see, staring at you, alert, a bit off in the distance, maybe 50 yards or so, a stag.
What? And we're in the ethereal plane.
Right.
Oh.
A beautiful buck. You would see its ear kind of twitch as it stares at the group of you, and after a few moments, it begins to sprint off into the distance.
How large is this stag?
Normal deer-sized.
Is this the one that we like? Would we recognize it as like similar to the one we've always seen?
Maybe to some extent, like in the way that it's like there isn't anything recognizable about it that would maybe make you think otherwise. You know, it doesn't have like a missing antler or something like that. But I don't think you would be able to necessarily be like that is the same stag. You'd probably be like that looks like the same stag, maybe.
Gotcha.
And while this is all is happening, Thunder, you're watching as your transport via spells or plants spell is now ready. It's active.
Yeah, I'm looking behind me at Fail with my eyes wide open because it's like it's working, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
definitely
if she's
seems
ready.
different. Yeah, I mean, I guess we sent him with this note. I wish we
thought
had
you were
somebody to
going-
go talk to.
I thought you and Thunder were going.
Oh, we're like gonna go. We're
That's
not
the
just
whole
gonna
point
like
of
sit
teleporting
there.
back. Why would the whole conversation
Why
be
did
about
I write
teleporting
the letter?
back?
Why am I writing a letter? Why did I even write a letter?
You
We
wrote the
told
letter
him you
before we
didn't need
determined that.
I don't know. It just thinks
You have beautiful writing. We wanted to see it.
Fail just throws the letter through the port.
We have a whole conversation about teleporting back, and she's like, "Wait, I'm going with."
I was thinking about that.
I'm like, you ready, Fail? She's like, for what?
I'm gonna leave my shield here so I can teleport back to it. Wait, I'm going?
And
Wait.
Fail, you and Thunder, and you watch as the Salamanders, kind of knowing what's going on, they all begin to rush through the portal. All 77 of them.
All right, here we go. Oh, I got twisted. Fucking world tree.
And the two of you step through the portal, and as soon as Thunder steps through the portal to the Aran Valley and the portal closes behind him, the group of you that remain are instantly brought out from the ethereal plane. Zoop.
Huh. That was
I
kind
was
of
gonna I was trying to before I actually walked through. I'm trying to. I've always had issues at like using abilities under the staff of wildlings. I keep thinking it's gonna like auto charge and like link the spell that I'm trying to use.
Mhm.
But it says I don't have sufficient permission to view.
I'll try and fix that for you next time.
But essentially what I was trying to do, just expend a charge to ask the world tree, are you still gonna hurt my brain?
You get no response as you go through. Sorry.
Gotcha. It's fine.
Beautiful.
But I like that you tried. The group of you, the two of you, I should say, that went through to the Aran Valley, you find yourselves, well, Fail, maybe in kind of a touching moment, you find yourself back home.
Oh, this is a
Your
tree
abusive
tip?
grandfather?
No, he wasn't abusive. He was losing his mind.
Well, man.
The group of you step out right by Nobody's Inn, here in kind of the southwest
God,
corner
our
of the
text
map.
map.
Oh no, shit, dude. Okay.
And it's been a while, huh? Drink a lot of
Oh
beer.
my
Holy
god.
shit, the feels.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, it would be a little emotional for you, Fail, as you step out and you smell the Aran Valley, and the Salamanders are all rushing down to this river, as they all kind of run towards the banks to it.
Y'all better be
And
careful.
it's not but a few minutes, and you see, yes, the beautiful,
Yeah.
the beautiful peaks of Text Mountain. The sun slowly rising behind it as shafts of sunlight.
Does it still say it?
It
Yes.
does.
Where? I'm
to
looking. I
the
don't see.
northwest
Northwest of
Boulder
Boulder
Guard.
Guard.
Oh
the
yeah,
sign.
Text Mountain right there.
It's just a foothill,
Text Mountain, yeah.
but
Text
famous.
Peak.
Text Peak. And it wouldn't take you a couple of moments until a guard walks up to the group of you. You can see that he is donned in iron armor, and his shield features like a serpent of some kind, like a heraldic serpent in black. And he kind of gives you all a nod and says, "You're entering territory owned by the Black Dragons."
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we got a
look
huge
at Thunder,
payday coming.
'cause he was actually a black dragon. I never really was. Like,
What is your business
Yeah.
here?
no, listen, we have to talk to the mayor immediately.
He is unavailable at this time.
No,
What about
we're
next
the
time?
Diamond Dragons.
He
He
kind
was
of
the
cocks
Black
his head.
Dragon. We're the Diamond Dragons. I'm from
And-
here. I'm
Formerly,
He
Black
kind
Dragon.
of he
Thunder
takes
was
his
a black
helmet
dragon.
off and kind of squints. He says, "We are under express orders by the Black Dragons to keep this valley safe."
Oh my god.
yeah. And who are the Black Dragons?
Dragon.
I love how none of the OG Black Dragons are there, so it's just
Thunder
super
was
fun.
there for
I was there.
Oh, that's true. I forget.
And the man, you can tell he's a little younger. The man kind of cocks his head, almost embarrassed, and says, I was hired after the charter was written. Lord Dooley has the information.
Dooley.
There it
You know him,
is.
right?
Hell
We know
yeah.
Doolittle. We know
Take us now.
Doolittle. Is
He's
Joni
not-
Take us to
around?
him now.
He's not in
Johnny
town.
Brown?
He's traveled up to Glen Hill to negotiate a trade deal.
What a
Okay, well, that's
G.
good for him. That's necessary.
Does he still chase the sheep?
The man once again kind of cocks his head and he says, "If that's an insult to my lord, then I will have to stand guard against you."
The only reason he's your lord is because that's an inside. It's too much. to
cured
explain.
him.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Thunder
wasn't it Thunder? Yeah.
I'm the one who cured him.
Uh-huh.
yeah. This is Black. This is Thunder of the Diamond Dragons / back in the day before Black Dragons. Like we need
I
to
sit
go
upright,
talk
I have
to
the best
whoever
posture
these
ever,
guards
and I'm looking
right
out to the
now.
horizon.
And he kind of looks at you for a second and says, "Well, you do kind of look like the statue."
We've got statues.
Take us to it. I want to see it.
Done. Thank you.
And
Yo, what the fuck? I missed where
He-
y'all got statues. What the fuck, dude?
No, you didn't.
the guard takes you
There's
down
those.
the Aaron Road here, and after about 30 minutes of travel, you arrive back to Aaronvale.
Salty spittoon.
It looks as pretty as ever. The flower beds are managed. The river is flowing. You've watched the salamanders swim kind of upriver with the group of you as you travel. And the guard has told you his name is Arthur. He comes from Mornstead. He became a guard about 6 months ago. And when he brings you into the center of town, you can see that there are 2 statues erected since the last time that you've been here. One is a statue looking east down the road of Lord Doolittle himself. And then opposite of
Oh, yeah.
him, meeting his gaze, is a stylized statue depicting the Black Dragons.
How style
I quickly inspect my neck to see if they got the bite marks from Felix.
You can see that they definitely did not. When I say they're stylized, they
Like-
kind of don't look anything like y'all. Like, it's a tabaxi, but it does not look like Thunder, really. It's like
generic tabaxi.
it's like a more like a comic book version almost. You know, like it much more handsome, much more muscular. They took a few liberties.
What does their bust of Oliver look like?
Oliver never made it there, and Fael really wasn't.
Oh yeah, this is where we met Fael. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Oliver died.
And when I say the Black Dragons, I mean all 5 of you.
Yeah, I feel like Fael shouldn't be in the statue.
Nope,
It's
she
really,
shouldn't.
really
Yeah.
wrong.
This is her hometown, isn't it?
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Heather Mill is.
Hmm. And so he kind of gestures to you and he says, "Is that you in the statue?"
I stand next to it. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
much
I go,
doesn't look
"That's
like me.
it. My
You can
clothes,
tell he
that's
like
it."
doesn't really look
Dude.
convinced. He's like, "Huh."
Anyways,
Bullshit.
we have a letter.
Oh. And he takes the letter and reads it. These little creatures that have been following us. These are the and he kind of points to the letter. Salamanders?
Salamanders, yes.
It's
Could
so
be their
ridiculous.
species name.
Salamanders, yes. All Bjorn's writing it down.
I see. Well, I will bring this to my lord. I think that possibly what we could do is we could bring them up north near Aiden's Hollow where the Lakatha once lived.
Well, sounds
I
like
mean,
a,
you just
a bit
gotta-
above your
Right,
trade grade,
give
but I'm
them
sure he'll
nice
figure
little
something out.
spaces.
One at a time, please.
Sorry, go ahead, Thunder.
Fail? No, go ahead, Fail.
Yeah. No, I just as long as it's safe, right? The least dangerous situation. They're not, big. They're peaceful.
Yes. No, the
Oh, I'm saying.
Lakatha lived peacefully up in the waterfalls for a long amount of time until the aboleth inside was slain.
I know Dilither loves animals, so I know he wouldn't put them anywhere that they wouldn't be able to thrive.
Yes. I'll make sure my lord sees this as soon as he returns.
You take care of them until he does, because he's gonna want to take care of them. All right.
And you can see that the Salamanders have kind of swum up on either sides of the island in the middle of Aaronvale that it's built over, playing in the reeds. And some of the townsfolk of Aaronvale have come outside to watch them, in the spectacle of them kind of jumping and hopping and splishing and splashing around. Of course.
I slightly think that I hope we didn't bring in an invasive species that's gonna like really
So we
fuck
come
over
back
the
with, like, 5
ecosystem.
billion
You
of
get
them.
overrun.
It like killed all the other local wildlife.
We can't stop them.
Yeah, they won't stop
They're
multiplying.
They're unstoppable. And the Arthur, the guard, kind of nods again and says, "It was a pleasure meeting you for real, Roaring Thunder. Your group is a bit of a folk legend here."
Well, Bayo's part of us. Then I put my hands on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm giving her a little shake.
And he kind of looks at you, Fael. Wait. Fael?
Yeah, Fael Linden, and I pull out another
Yeah,
letter.
we went
and give
to
it him.
elementary school together.
Oh, that's you, dude. Hey,
You know
you look
Arthur?
good, man. You look
Yeah,
good in that.
it's
like, you
a
actually
small
know
valley.
stuff.
There's not.
Not bad, man. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy
I
year.
didn't even recognize you.
Can you take this letter to my parents' farm? This is just my personal letter.
Didn't you live with your uncle?
No, dude,
Mm.
my great uncle lived with us.
Okay.
Yeah, get
And
it right.
he nods and he says, "Yeah, of course."
And also, he was crazy, but he was also a hero before all that. So, it's in the letter. They'll know about it. Anyways, we have important shit to do.
You
And
wanna
with that,
visit
you
your
take
great
out your
uncle?
helm of teleportation. And you kind of, it's always been too big for you, so you kind of fix it to your head just right.
I was a little leaning to it.
And Arthur just kind of watches.
Yeah, just definitely.
I say,
cast
Arthur,
it.
next time we're back, you better add Vail to those statues.
I didn't realize
And it's
that
the
she was a-
Diamond Dragons. It's no longer. It's Diamond Dragons.
Oh, we'll have to update the contract charter. Wait, if it's who are the Black Dragons? We belong to them.
No, it's
We
the same
rebrand.
people.
Read the letter.
And with that, the two of you zap back to Raptua.
I like to say it's canon that the bottom right cave in this map is Kaspooky.
Spooky.
I remember that grave, that cemetery mission that we had.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We fought,
where we fought the hag.
Yorick. We fought Yorick
Oh
Yeah.
in the monastery.
And yeah, the two of you immediately just kind of blink back. It's only been maybe like an hour or so since you've been gone. And the diamond dragons have been waiting patiently for you.
Yeah.
We got statues. That we have the ability to go back or anywhere we want, like back to Malnova, but we do have an actual duty over here that makes us stay here at Reptua. Like, I like that. It's a good motivation for me.
Yeah. It's just a quick, like, here, we gotta take care of this one thing. Boom.
Just quick it out. 5 minute.
Boom.
I think we're good, guys. Y'all never believe it. Dulathor. Dulathor is like leading the thing.
It's the Lord.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, Thunder cured him. He cured his sickness.
Oh yeah, the statues.
They look
We
just
got
like
statues?
us, but we look really cool. It's weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that Dulathor got healed and he's like a super genius.
Yeah.
It's just like dominating.
It's actually the greatest thing everybody that we've ever done.
Yeah, that's that.
Definitely the most altruistic.
Yeah.
Going from chasing sheep to leading Lord.
He had a brother, right? Who?
He died.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he was part of the murder
died
mystery.
Whenever that whole shit was going on in the valley.
Yeah, he was the town low kid. I felt bad for him. Chasing
Thunder
sheep.
loved Dooley.
I did. I was like, but leave the sheep alone.
Please, Dooley, please. And with that, we'll end our session with y'all getting your next tablet.
Well, totally non sequitur, but anytime we're talking about Aslos' hole, I can't help but think of this Jerry Jones quote.
Which one?
Well, now I have to watch.
I want me some glory hole. I
Jerry
think
Jones
that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
We're in the glory hole days.
I want me some glory hole.
That's how Aslo's talked about this arc in the campaign, the Glory Hole days.
What?
I just can't get over the fact that I changed my character away from something really annoying for David and then added an item that's even more annoying. That's just what makes me so happy.
That's the difference.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
I did notice David made a slight face when I was like, "Can't we just like grab him and throw him in the hole?" In that one little mission last session, he was
dude,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
such a. I feel like at the very end of the campaign, I have to throw a bag of holding in the hole and like create a giant like explosion, like because
Break
it
the
basically
space-time
opens like a
continuum.
portal, dude. Yeah,
Do that right in the middle of Reptua and their biggest city on Darzalor. Throw it in there.
Dude. I don't know what's gonna happen to Aslos, dude, but that hole and him are going out together. I'm gonna go back to the Lich at the very end of the campaign, and I'm gonna suck me and him into the space-time continuum.
The big sucky.
We still have his finger, by the way.
True.
Yeah, it's wrapped. It's around my neck, so I can
It's
talk.
a weapon.
Also, I almost forgot. I have a homework assignment for each of you. Yes. Just in the Malnova chat in this server, it doesn't have to be to me directly necessarily, but I would love for each of you to basically explain, I guess, what you feel your signature, like, favorite / signature, like, most core to your character, like, top, like, 3 items are that you have and have used over the campaign, like, entirely. As well as any like signature spells or signature like appearance things. Like how you feel like you look, if you don't feel like you look exactly like your token.
When we're
What?
at the final boss, these items will be the things that boss takes
They
away
take
from
away.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can it be an item? Can it be an item we no longer have?
It can, yeah. Just what you
what
feel
about
is like,
obviously mine would probably be Yokizo's items.
yeah,
I
and that's
mean,
totally okay. Just like what you feel like your character's like core items, you know? It's okay if you haven't used it in a while or you don't even have it anymore, but if you feel like it was like the most Aslos thing or whatever, then yeah, that's fine.
Spirit Guardians #1, easy.
dude.
And I would
John,
say
just
I would
Eldrin.
prioritize items over spells, but I would take spells in addition to items.
I don't even know
You
what
said 3,
Yokizo's
right?
had
That
to even
ability.
look at the. I can't even remember.
Yo, here we go. Toe necklace, John the Skeleton, and portable hole, dude.
What about abilities, David? We're not talking abilities. No abilities?
Not so much. You can include them if you'd like, but items is what I'm most interested. I would say at minimum I need your items, and then anything else that you want to provide beyond that, I totally welcome.
Okay.
So, and feel free to make it as long as you want. There's no maximum word limit, but yeah, whatever you feel like defines your character, or past characters.
Okay.
Hey.
So yeah, just whenever you have a chance over like the next week or so.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me a minute. I'll have to
Yeah.
do a little work document.
Think about it, and y'all's D&D world will be open over the week if you want to like go in and look at the character sheets and whatnot.
Do you by chance have a save of Yokizo somewhere?
I almost surely do. I don't think I deleted it. I think I just like hid it. So let me check right now, and unhide it. The bag of holding does not count because all of you have it.
It's the best item ever.
Like almost necessary.
That's the one.
Oh shit, I forgot about my cat. I haven't fed that.
Our speaking stone
yeah,
is
you have
really
a cat.
important to me.
What about the fairies that we have in the bottles?
Is that cat still alive?
Yeah, it's in the hole, dude.
It's in the sanctuary, ain't it?
Everything you could ever imagine is in the hole, dude. Just remember that. I have a chess
Oh,
piece
no.
that talks to me too. Gregor.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Dude, Asmus
yeah,
is the
we had
king of
fairies
random
and-
shit, dude. I promise
Right?
you, I have more random shit than I think anybody
What
else.
about like scratches? Remember? Does that count?
Yeah,
Bubbles.
if you feel like it if you feel like your character is like defined by it, then yeah, that counts. Okay, I'm revealing Yokizos to you. It should be under archive. I'll do the same for Derna. Just in
Get it fair.
case.
No, I wanted to do all.
What about Alver?
Oh no, he's definitely good. He's gonna have the most attention to detail on this situation for sure.
I'm trying to think of like what is
Make
the
sure
most
it's right.
iconic item in our campaign.
I feel
Can't think
like
of it.
before maybe like level 12 or so, maybe like before level 10, it was Umbra. Only because y'all broke so many things using it.
Item.
Yeah.
Honestly,
if
I
you
feel
please.
yeah, the coin.
Yeah, the
it's
coin.
been a
Oh, the
while.
coin.
True.
Oh, the coin.
You
Wait,
give him
you used to
one
use it
gold
all the
coin.
time.
If you
It
please.
was gold coin.
The way you
That's-
said it, I
that's
give
John-
him one gold
Yeah, you have to
coin.
have that on there.
I will say
Yeah.
John and his heyday.
That one mission where you had it like
Yeah,
wedged in a
John.
cog,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "What, if you please?" And then the
Yeah,
coin came
that
back
was
and it did the machine.
the big
that
like
took a lot of
that-
setup.
Yeah, that was like
Jackal
the murder point of the Jackal was that
Yeah.
he had to use the coin, the Umbra, and had to discard like all of his items.
Aslos'
was
meat
sick.
sack, dude. Holy fuck.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
can't,
forgot
I
about the
can't leave
meat.
that out. Oh my god. Yeah, my
Gonna
leaking
be hard.
meat sack, bro.
be hard.
Broken unicorn wand.
I think like the item of our campaign in Sirio is fucking sending stone.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a really
probably
good
very
one.
true.
That's a really good one.
I think the one item Oliver wouldn't want to hear about would be the apple ore, which led to his downfall.
No. Yeah.
It
Fucking
took him
idiots.
Murder
down.
ore.
Dude, there's so
Dude,
many
Gideon,
crazy
fucking hit
items
this
in
thing
this
hard,
thing,
bro.
dude.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you do with that, David.
Yes.
I'm normally the last one that has
I
to
gotta
go,
go.
but I actually have something to do.
Yeah, I gotta
Jeez,
go
man.
too.
I'll see y'all later.
Good job,
All right,
guys.